Hello, everyone. My name is Miles, and welcome to Spaceflight Simulator. Before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Although this will be the first official video that I ever make. Anyway, let's get started. Now, what we're going to be doing today is docking to an already existing satellite that I have built last time. Well, I say last time, but really it was a couple of weeks ago. It took me 4 hours to do it. Anyway, let's get started. First thing we're gonna do, hold on, let me check to see which one this is. Alright, so this is the one we're going to just give it a second. This is the one we are going to dock to. Let me speed up the time a little bit so we can get overhead. So when we are overhead, we'll be able to dock. We'll be able to set on schedule. And here we go. Tower is clear. We have a successful launch. Now, if you don't really hear me talking, it's mostly because I'm focused. Probably a little too focused. Or focused on something else. Now, when we get to about 7,500 meters, that's when we're going to disconnect the first stage. And here we go. One's going to go into space. The other is going to crash back to Earth. Now, one thing that I did not want to happen is for it to experience a lot of drag, which is why I did not go to the full acceleration, which I'm going to have to do as of right now to prevent it from crashing back to Earth. There's the second stage. We are still right on track. Now, I cut off the engine so that once we pass the Kármán line, it's the point for which we get to space. I'm going to reignite the engine, and then it should help us get into orbit before we dock. Alright, engine is now firing for the last few drops. Separate the first and separate the stages. That failed. Let's revert back to 30 seconds. docked. Now let's keep going. This is going to help us with our trajectory. I know it said suborbital trajectory, but that's not what we want. We want to orbit. We want a full orbit, not just one that just has us docked and possibly damaging the orbital module. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. I'm just off a little bit. There we go. Now we're just gonna coast until we catch up to this the satellite. Okay, so we are now in range. This takes a long time. However, in reality, if this was real life, like if I believe there was a jet that was passing by. But anyway, if this was real time, it would have taken at least 2 days max. It would take 2 days max to catch up and dock to the ISS. However, the satellite that I am using will not be the ISS. Let me slow down a little bit so we don't go crashing into it. Now I'm trying not to have any sideways momentum. Because that's gonna waste more fuel, and I don't want that because I want the space capsule to space capsule command module to get back to Earth. That's what I want to happen. They will catch up here. Never mind, they are going away. And I am doing something that was not supposed to happen. Let me turn this around and do this. Hard. This is a lot harder than it looks. I'm sorry if I'm being quiet, but this is much harder than it looks. And we are now back on track. Hopefully. This is a lot harder than it looks. Trust me. This is really... The only thing I can say is that this is getting really difficult. I love that how as I say this, it gets pretty much easier for me. I mean, I'm not even used to doing this kind of stuff. However, it's not, no pun intended, but this is not rocket science. We are slowly approaching. Now, I'm going to switch over to here. Keep the navigation on. Now, which module do you want? I'm gonna go with the top left. We are almost there. Actually, we're gonna go with this one. There we go. Docking is successful. Now all we have to do is get back to Earth. Let us slowly get away so we don't crash into it. And then we are going to turn around. We are going to do a deorbit burn. Usually this will only take 2 minutes to get the required orbit. However, this has taken at least 2 hours just to get into orbit. Now we're going to keep doing this until 40 kilometers. Or until we run out of fuel. Which we have done now. Which is fine, because we need that. Now let us time warp to 32. 31. Enter Earth's atmosphere. Now, if the landing is successful, we are going to call it a successful launch. It'll take a while. Now what was that? I just heard something. I'm hearing something blow up. We have entered Earth's lower atmosphere. And we are heat shield is off. Time warp to 3. And then once we get to around 900, parachutes are now deployed. By the way, I have another one over here. I just forgot to recollect that. 300, 250, 200 meters. Now, because this isn't like Kerbal Space Program, it's just land, so we won't be able to land in the water. I'm gonna cut that parachute, so we'll have a more flat landing. And we have landed. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you do like it, please consider liking the video and subscribe for more YouTube shorts and videos. I just heard something explode. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.